Welcome students, myself Professor Vikrant Palat. I welcome you all in my YouTube channel Professor Vikrant Palat's Education Hub. In this video, we are going to learn the multiple choice question of TYBCom subject taxation on the unit number 2nd heads of income, that is income from salary. So let's begin. Question number 1. Salary is defined as per section dash of Income Tax Act. Option A 15(2), option B 16(1), option C 17(2), option D 17(1). And the correct option it is option number D 17(1). As per section 17(1) of Income Tax Act 1961, the definition of salary is given. Next question number 2nd. Payment made by an employer to employee monthly other than salary is called dash. Option number A salary, option number B benefits, option number C allowances, and option number D perquisites. And the correct option it is option number A salary. Question number 3. HRA is dash. Option number A fully taxable, option number B partly taxable, option number C fully exempted, and option number D none of these. And the correct option it is partly taxable. House rent allowance, that is HRA, it is partly taxable under the salary. Next question number 4. Children education allowance is exempt up to dash per month per child for 2 children. Option A rupees 100, option B rupees 150, option C rupees 200, and option D rupees 250. And the correct option it is option A rupees 100. The children education allowance is exempted up to rupees 100 per month per child, maximum up to 2 children. Next question number 5. Children hostel allowance is exempt up to dash per month per child for 2 children. Option A rupees 100, option B rupees 150, option C rupees 200, and option D rupees 300. And the correct option it is option D rupees 300. Children education allowance is exempted up to rupees 300 per month per child, maximum up to 2 children. Next question number 6. Which of the following allowance is fully exempt? Option A overtime allowance, option B medical allowance, option C allowances paid by UNO, that is United Nations Organization, and option D HRA, that is house rent allowance. And the correct option it is option C allowances paid by UNO. Any kind of allowance paid by United Nations Organization, that is fully exempted. Next question number 7. Which of the following is not the condition for claiming exemption for HRA, that is house rent allowance? Option A employee is in receipt of HRA, option number B location of the employer, option number C rent paid by employee minus 10% of salary, and option D location of the accommodation of employees. And the correct option it is option number B location of the employer. Location of the employer, that is not included under the condition for claiming exemption for HRA. Next question number 8. Transport allowance is exempt up to rupees 3200 per month for option A government employees, option B non-government employees, option C handicap employee, and option number D mentally handicapped. And the correct option it is option number C handicap employee. In case of handicap employee, the transport allowance is exempted up to rupees 3200 per month. Next question number 9. Cash gifts are option A taxable if value is rupees 6000 or less, option B exempt if value is rupees 5000 or less, option C always fully taxable, and option D fully exempted. And the correct option it is option number B exempt if value is rupees 5000 or less. Any gift provided in the form of cash if its value is rupees 5000 or less than that, that is fully exempted. Next question number 10. An employee has been provided free meal worth rupees 110 per meal for 295 days in the office. During office hours, such facility provided to employees shall be taxable for option number A rupees 60 per day for 295 days, option number B rupees 110 per day for 295 days, option number C rupees 50 per day for 295 days, and option number D not taxable at all. And the correct option is option number A, rupees 60 per day for 295 days. Any kind of meal provided by the employer during the office hours at that time rupees 50 per meal is exempted, and therefore the taxable value in this case it is rupees 60 per day for 295 days. Now next question number 11. Maximum standard deduction under the head salary shall be option number A rupees 40,000, option number B rupees 50,000, option number C rupees 2,500, and option number D rupees 5,000. And the correct option it is option number B rupees 50,000. Under the section 16A, standard deduction is provided from the salary and it is rupees 50,000, that is the fixed amount. Next question number 12. Employer's contribution to RPF shall be option number A fully exempt, option number B exempt up to 12% of salary, option number C fully taxable, and option number D exempt up to 10% of salary. And the correct option it is option number B, exempt up to 12% of salary. Any contribution made by the employer to the recognized provident fund of the employee, that is exempted up to 12% of salary. Next question number 13. Interest credited to RPF shall be option number A fully exempt, option number B fully taxable, option number C exempt up to 8.5% per annum of total contribution, and option number D exempt up to 9.5% per annum of total contribution. And the correct option it is option number D, exempt up to 9.5% per annum of total contribution. Any interest that is credited to the RPF account, that is exempted up to 9.5% per annum. Next question number 14. Deduction for entertainment allowance under section 16(2) is allowed to option number A every kind of employee, option number B every government employee, option number C every non-government employee, and option number D every retired employee. And the correct option it is option number B, every government employee. According to section 16(2), the entertainment allowance deduction is applicable for every government employee. Next question number 15. Salary for the purpose of rent-free accommodation shall be taken as option A basic salary plus dearness allowance if forming part of salary for retirement benefits or not. Option number B basic salary plus DA if forming part of salary for retirement benefits plus monthly commission. Option number C basic salary plus DA forming part of salary for retirement benefit plus commission plus bonus plus all other taxable allowances. And option number D basic salary and commission. From these four, the correct answer it is option number C, that is basic salary plus DA if forming part of salary for retirement benefits plus commission plus bonus plus all other taxable allowances. Next question number 16. Employer provides a car below 1600 cc along with a driver to Mr. P, and he uses the car partly for official and partly for personal purpose. Taxable value of motor car will be option number A rupees 21,600, option number B rupees 10,800, option number C rupees 32,400, and option number D rupees 2,04,000. And the correct option here it is option number C 32,400. Now how we got this? So the taxable value of the motor car that is provided by the employer along with the driver to Mr. P, and the engine capacity of such a motor car is below 1600 cc and car is utilized for official as well as personal purpose, then the monthly value of the car, it is 1800 plus 900 per month driver's salary. So therefore it is 1800 plus 900 multiplied by 12 is equal to 32,400. Next, question number 17. A company has provided laptop worth rupees 50,000 to its employee for official as well as personal purposes. The taxable amount of perquisite will be option A rupees 5,000, option B rupees 25,000, option C rupees 10,000 and option D rupees nil. So the correct option, it is option D, nil. Any kind of laptop facility provided by the employer to employee, that is fully exempted perquisite. Next, question number 18. Mr. P is an employee of JSPC Limited, which is an oil manufacturing company. He is provided with free gas for his personal purpose by the employer. Perquisite value, option A fully taxable, option B fully exempted, option C partly taxable and option D partly exempted. And the correct answer, it is fully taxable. Any facility of the gas, electricity bill that is provided by the employer to employee, that is fully taxable perquisite. Question number 19. Mr. P is entitled to transport allowance of rupees 1,000 per month for commuting from his residence to office and back. He spends rupees 600 per month. The exemption shall be option number A rupees 1,000 per month, option number B rupees 600 per month, option number C rupees 400 per month and option number D nil. And the correct option, it is rupees 400 per month. The transport allowance, the exemption limit, the amount that is actually spent, that is exempted, and the amount which is not spent, that is taxable. So therefore rupees 400 per month, the amount that is taxable. Okay. The next, question number 20, the last question. The gardener, sweeper and watchman are employed by the employer. The salary of rupees 5,000 per month per person is paid by the employer. The valuation of this perquisite shall be option A rupees 1,80,000, option B rupees 1,20,000, option C rupees 60,000 and option D not taxable at all. And the correct option, it is rupees 1,80,000. How we got this? The taxable value. Here the employer is provided gardener, sweeper, watchman and each salary is 5,000 per month. If any gardener, sweeper, watchman facility is provided by the employer to employee and salary is also paid by the employer, at that time it is fully taxable perquisite. Therefore taxable value is equal to 15,000 into 12, that is 1,80,000. So in this way, in this video we have studied the multiple choice question on the topic income from salary. For such more videos, dear students, kindly subscribe my YouTube channel Professor Vikrant Palat Shah's Education Hub, as well as press on the notification icon. Thank you all.